CDS was a trying time for me. It was difficult because it was a whole new way of learning, a whole new way of thinking, an expedient process as well. For me, this was, as I said before, a totally new way of thinking. You have to basically expose yourself, humble yourself as well, because you're in class with majors, you're in class with lieutenant colonel, you're in class with staff sergeant, so that's up and down the rank structure. But once you actually humble yourself and say, hey, I'm here to learn, and you're with classmates as well, and you're able to critique each other, it gets a lot easier, and it got a lot better for me.
The biggest thing that you can take away from CDS is pride and confidence. Being able to take the time and dedicate yourself to the small individual details of a movement and perfect them. My favorite part about CDS is just working with the Marines on a small level, getting down on the individual one-on-one basis and being able to help them achieve and execute any drill movement that they're going to need to do.
For my time in CDS, it's kind of like revamping discipline again. We were thrown into a role in which we had to learn something totally new, learn something totally different, and it was pretty fast-paced as well. So for me, CDS was all about discipline and policing yourself, because it was obviously a 3-week course. In that time frame, you had to learn a certain move, and if you weren't crisp, if you weren't precise, you wouldn't get better. So disciplining yourself to practice one on your own, but also disciplining yourself to make sure you're doing those movements correctly was one takeaway that I'm glad I relearned that lesson.